What's up? Brick City Earth Angel 1800 coming back with you guys. I know I haven't been on my channel in a couple of days, might have been a couple of weeks, but you guys already know if I'm not on my channel, I'm still living the will of God. Everything, every day, every minute, every second of my life, I dedicate my whole body, everything to Christ, okay? So I just want you guys to always think about your relationship with Christ, okay? Don't worry about your relationship with your significant other, okay? As in, for me, I am been living the will of God. I've been working on my chakras for 20 years, okay? So I have been working on myself, and if you know my story, you know my story, but I'm not going to just jump into all of this as about me, because it's all about Jesus Christ, okay? I just want you guys to just sit back and think about your relationship that you got with your co-workers, with your family members, okay? Your friendships and all different type of things. Think about the relationship and what kind of bond that you got with that person, okay? For me, myself, and my relationship with Jesus Christ outweighed everything on this earth, okay? Not can't no man come and knock me off my square with Jesus, okay? So many words like material things of the world that's around you guys, okay? That can knock you off your square with Jesus Christ, okay? So in so many words, I've been in isolation for years. I've been working on my chakras for years, for 20 years, okay? Because if you know my story, you know my story. I was on drugs. I was on, I had a harsh life, okay? But you look at me, I don't even look like I'm 50. I'm 49. I'm going to be 50 in a couple of more months, okay? Day after Christmas, that's my birthday. But I do not look like I am 50. I look like I'm 30 something, okay? But in so many words that God have preserved me, okay? And so as in my walk with Christ light, as my battles every day of my life, you know, when I had my family members, my friends, my relationships, do you hear me, guys? Relationships did not turn out right. But the only relationship that turned out right with me, myself, and I, that I can vouch for it, I can sign on that dotted line for, is Jesus Christ. That's why I tell you guys to have a personal relationship with Christ. It doesn't cost anything but discipline. Also, as you walk in your walk with Christ's light, it's going to be battles every day. Every day I have battles every day. You wouldn't even believe what kind of battles I have, but I do not worry, okay? I do not worry anything, because once you know what kind of power that you hold and what kind of power what is in you guys, and the power what's in you guys is the light of Christ's light, okay? Once you light your light, can't nobody dim it but you, so family, okay? That's why I just want to get on here to talk about the relationships with a relationship with Christ light, okay? Everybody got a relationship with their daughter, they family members, they husband, wives, and everything, but then they cross out Christ light, okay? So I just want you guys to stay focused on your relationship with Christ, and that's the only thing that drives me every day to do the will of God and put him first on my plate every day. Like when I wake up in the morning, I think about the goodness that he have done for me the day before, okay? I might not got what I want, but I got what I need, okay? That's what it's all about, having a relationship with Christ, like when you know that he's there and I can ask him anything and he will reveal to me what happened to me, okay? Because once you have a personal relationship with Christ, like the same way how you have a relationship with your mother or your dad, okay? Anything happen, what you do, you call your loved ones, okay? In my situation, that I call on Christ, like I don't call on mom and dad, because once you your mom and dad leave this earth, you don't have anybody but Christ light, okay? To protect you from the enemy, okay? The enemy could be your loved ones that's sitting beside you at this moment. Could be your co-worker, your mailman, your waitress at the favorite restaurant that you like going out to eat at. That could be your enemy. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's why I tell you guys, once you get a personal relationship with the great I am, he will reveal to you guys who your enemies is, because he revealed to me every day. And I sit back and say, wow, you know, but that's why I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Being real, I don't trust nobody. You know, I go out on dates and everything. I'm built up pretty good, okay? I am authentic, I'm real, ain't no fakeness on me. You see what I'm saying? My body is how God designed me and built me, because this is the way my husband loved his women. Oh, his woman, not women, but one man, and that's me, okay? Jesus Christ created me for my husband, and he created my husband for me. But my husband know who I am, but I don't know who he is, okay? So, in so many words, it's something like Boaz and Ruth. That's how my story is. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not going to just talk about me and everything. I love to talk about Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? Because once I talk about Jesus Christ, I just put a smile. He just put a smile on my face all the time, because once I'm down and lonely and out of everything, it seemed like Jesus always come and put a smile on my face. You see what I'm saying? But like I tell you guys, if you're not with your person at this moment, he's coming, she's coming, okay? Just stay focused on doing the will that God got for you guys, okay? Always listen. Listen. That's why it always go back to the verses in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? I forgot what verse it was, but I know the quote of that verse. All my sheep hear my voice, okay? So in so many words, Jesus saying he's talking to you guys. Y'all just do not hear him. He's right there, y'all listening to him, because you too distracted from your other person or something, material things. That's why I tell you guys, you have to start meditating. As in, you go to lunch, go out to eat 10, 15 minutes, stay in your truck, in your car, meditate, and that's when you can have some time with the great I am. You ain't got to go to church. The church is within you guys. You see what I'm saying? I just love you guys and everything, but what I'm talking about is relationships. A relationship with Christ light. You have to have a relationship with the great I am. That's how you can know when he leading you. Like sometimes people say, Kim, how you know that Christ is leading you? I said, he's talking to me all the time. See, everybody knows Satan's voice, the evil way, but everybody don't know the good way. You see, as in the good way, as in Christ light, as in you have your personal relationship with the great I am. Therefore, he can lead you guys into your next level in your life, okay? In so many words, as that's how you can meet your twin flame, okay? Your one and only that God have made for you, okay? Your husband, your wife, who don't want a husband and wife. But I want my husband to be living the will of God, and that's what's going on with me, because I'm pretty, you see what I'm saying? I'm thick, but I love Jesus Christ, and that's what's going on with people try to take me out to eat and everything. They think money is everything, but money is not shit to me. Money is not nothing to me, because my life living the will of God is not, I don't play about that. Money cannot buy me. You know, sometimes people can go over there and say, okay, I can buy this purse, I can buy this crab boil, okay, for $55, $60, okay? That's how you put a price on a person, but I'm not like that. I'm not a price. I don't come with a price. You see what I'm saying? Because Jesus lead me, okay? And then if a money can buy you, that means that you done sold your soul to the devil, and that's that easy. You see what I'm saying? You can, as a person, hey, can I take you out to eat? Take you out to eat, okay? They caking you up. They giving you this money and all this and that. But I'm so caked up until God, whatever I want, I might not get what I want, but I am comfortable. That's what it's all about. And I did not have to sell my soul to do it, to get that, okay? That's what it's all about. Keep your hands clean and don't sell your soul for nobody. And that's how sometimes with women, they are codependent, okay? And when you're codependent, you need somebody to lean on. You see, you need somebody to lean on. You need somebody to take you out to eat, pay for your nails, not me. Not me. I am independent because the crutch I lean on is Jesus Christ. When any storm that comes my way, I still will have enough to feed me, okay? Because it don't take that much to make me happy. It's only thing would make me happy is when God give me my husband, he loved Jesus. When my husband, God, Jesus Christ covered my husband, and my husband would cover me. In so many words, that's how it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, you still have to have a personal relationship with the great I am when you fucking with me. You see what I'm saying? You can come in and say, oh, I love Jesus. Oh, we can do this. You can try to do this and that, but I'm an energy reader. You can't fuck over me like that. You see what I'm saying? I got gifts. You see what I'm saying? Gifts that money cannot buy. That's why I tell you guys, everybody got discernment. Everybody got intuition, right? We are born with it. Everybody is born with discernment and intuition. Some people are more gifted than others. And you see what I'm saying? I'm anointed, but hell, when it rain outside, hell, I get wet like you guys get wet. You see what I'm saying? Problems still come rain down on me, but I build my foundation with who? Christ-like, because I got a personal relationship with the great I am. That's what we are talking about today. Is relationship. Have a relationship with the great I am and let him lead you guys. That's how you can get closer and closer to him, okay? Because sometimes the devil know your weakness always, okay? Sometimes men weakness are women. Women weakness are what? Men. That's why Satan bring in what you like. You see what I'm saying? But Satan tempt me all different type of ways, but I got my head on tight, my eyes dotted, and my T's what? Crossed, okay? Because it's always a test when it comes to when you walking the walk and talking the talk for Jesus Christ. Every day is a test. Every day I turn my tests into what? Testimonies. That's what it's all about. It's what will you break up under pressure? You see what I'm saying? Jesus cannot use you if you gonna break up under pressure. That's why he give his what? His stronger warriors is for the stronger assignments. And I am one of them. I'm a spiritual warrior. I'm a woman, and every time when I drop down and want to be a woman, if something happened occur in my life until I got to what? Pick up to be in my masculine energy. Because I don't have my husband right now. But right now I have to do what I got to do and what? To protect myself and stand up for myself, okay? Always lead into your, your feminine side, and what? We got feminine ways and masculine ways, but I'm a woman. I'm tired of being in my masculine ways. You see what I'm saying? But I have to stand up for myself until God deliver me my husband, okay? So he's doing his part and I'm doing mine, okay? Until the great I am say, okay, now it's time for you guys to get together, then we'll get together, and then we got to do what we got to do for the Holy Spirit, okay? Because I'm a gifted speaker. My husband, he's gifted also. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes you need a strong woman behind a strong man and a strong man behind a strong woman in order for you guys to make it work. But when you coming for me, you have to have Christ all in your soul. You got to live it, shit it, piss it. You see? Even worship him. That's why can't nobody knock me off my square. That's why God always say, use your gifts. You know that ain't right. Look at the actions. You see? That's why I advise you guys to have a personal relationship with the great I am, because ain't no other relationship is the greater than him. That's why I tell you guys, no matter if you're married, you got kids, and on, but where do Jesus start in your life, okay? I have videos saying is how many days have you been on this earth times that till what are you doing for Christ now, okay? I have videos on that, 365 days times how many years have you been on this earth and what have you did for Jesus Christ. And look what God have done for you guys. He woke you up, you got married, you got kids, you got everything you wanted from above, right? He blessed you with that. But now it's time for you to bless him, for you to bless Christ, as in living his will that he prepared for you. That's why I tell you guys, the things I have been it was, what they say, a bought lesson is a taught lesson, because what? You have bought that lesson. Same way as in you go out and you spend your money on $150 food. Okay, I didn't work, I didn't spend my money on this, right? But if somebody else do it, I ain't shit. I ain't worried about that. Hell, I want another meal. But when you gotta pay for it, it's everything changed, right? Because what? Your hard sweat went into it. See, that's why I tell you guys, once you get a personal relationship with the great I am, that's when your hard sweat go into you and your life. And then when you leave from this earth, it's all about living forever. That's why I tell you guys, I do not die. I never die, because I'm living the will of God. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, having a personal relationship. Sometimes men, women want to be all the way up here, and don't, if a man come and talk to you, you wouldn't even know what to say. A real man of God will come and talk to you. You wouldn't know what to say. You see, because you are not ready for that. God is telling you so many words is to keep leveling up, keep living his will, and keep doing what he wants you guys to do, because whatever your heart desire, he's going to give it to you whenever he feel like you deserve it. That's what's going on. That's why people get all out their way, as in, I cannot do this. They go back. You see what I'm saying? Oh, this is moving so slow. Jesus Christ moves slow. Why? Because you on that narrow road. The wider road is designed to move fast. Everything moving fast. It's moving so fast you don't even know when you're coming or when you're going. You see, that's when the illusions start kicking in in the world on the wider road. That's why I tell you guys, jump on that narrow road. I'm on the narrow road. It's taking me a longer time. But look, I did not sell my soul. That's why I tell you guys, it's all about selling your soul. You got a physical body. The body is what? It's going to leave. The soul going to leave the body. So, you know? So, in so many words, is absent from the body is what is present with the Lord. You see, your soul gonna have to go somewhere. And I just let you guys know that my soul is going to heaven, because ain't nobody gonna knock me off my square with Christ like. Can't no man, can't no money, can't no storm knock me off my cross with Christ like, okay? On my foundation with Christ like, can't nothing come, because storms come my way all the time, but I stand 10 toes. That's what I say. I'm always in my masculine energy. I'm always standing 10 toes for Christ, right? Stand 10 toes in any storm that occur in your life. So once that storm come all around you guys, you still what? Standing 10 toes for Christ like. That's your foundation. You see what I'm saying? A gust of wind can come through here right now. It can knock down this table, knock down the trees and everything, right? But my foundation is Christ. It's not going to move me nowhere. You see what I'm saying? That's why I tell you guys to always think about your foundation, what you building your foundation on. My foundation is on Christ like. Can't nothing come and knock me off my square with Jesus Christ. Only how that a person can knock you off your square is when you give up, right? And what they say, the white towel, it means what? Surrender. When you surrender, we don't surrender over here. We bar none, we running into your ass. Hey, we taking over here. Christ-like kids, we taking over. You see what I'm saying? Everybody been awakened. Every minute, every day, every second on this earth is one of Christ's kids have been awakened, okay? And demons, they exist. You see what I'm saying? But that's another story. But only thing I'm talking to you guys about your relationship with Christ, like, fuck everybody else feelings. Fuck their relationship, you hear me? Think about your relationship with Christ, like, because sometimes it might take you in order to get your shit together in order to save your loved ones. If they say, oh, she can do it, hey, I can do it too. You see what I'm saying? They would come behind you because what? You are the trendsetter. You didn't know that? Everything you do, hey, people take it and run off with it and put their name on it. They put their stamp on it and say, oh, I did this first. But the whole time, you the trendsetter and didn't even know it. Sometimes God pulled on the strong ones because the strong ones can survive. The weak ones, they can't. The strong ones got to sit up here and lead the weak. That's why you got leaders and you got followers, okay? Which one are you? You a follower of Christ or you a leader of Satan? Come on now, y'all need to wake up. It's all about your relationship with Christ. Like, that's what we talking about today. You know, I have glasses on all the time, but ain't nothing wrong with my eyes, okay? You see what I'm saying? I'm 50 years old, I ain't got cracks and shit on my face, you know? I put Olay on my face and I pray and I do what the Holy Spirit wants me to do. That's why I look the way I look. I'll be 70 years old and then I'll be looking 50. But right now, I have to live the will of God and do what Jesus Christ wants me to do, okay? I'm gonna start trying to go live and everything and do what I gotta do. I know I have to get on stages and stuff and tell my life story to different people and everything. I gotta get my vocabulary right. I gotta get my everything together. You see what I'm saying? But always remember, when you talk about Christ's light, you are putting a shine on him. It's not about you and me, it's about Christ's light. That's what people fail to realize. I didn't live my life. I didn't did everything I wanted to do. In the world now, in the world, listen to me, I have did everything I wanted to do in the world. Now Christ's light is using me in the world to get connected to him, okay? That's why my life was hard. Now I understand, because he had to break it down to me. He had to give his stronger warriors his stronger assignment. That's what it's all about. I have a double assignment. I got assignment for me, myself, and I, for Christ's light, and I also have assignment with my husband. So I have two assignments to do on this earth for Christ's light. I already know what is this and that and everything, but as I go on my journey, he will reveal to me the next step. That's why I tell you guys, your relationship Christ light, that's how you get closer and closer to hit the heavens. That's how you get downloads as you letting Christ light lead you guys. That's why I just wanted to get on here to tell you guys this, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing all different type of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna talk about me, okay? Because it's about Christ light. That what Christ light had to just let me know. Don't even say what's going on in my life. It's all about the relationship with Christ light, and no matter what's going on in your life, he's always gonna ace it. It's always a testimony, okay, you guys? No matter what you're going through in life, the tests always turn out to what? Testimonies. That's what we do over here. When you're going through problems and stuff, you got to ask God to deliver you from that. It could be, I'm going to tell you guys, it could be as you throw stuff into the universe, okay? You should know what's coming back at you, okay? Karma does not skip an address. Everybody on this earth has an address, okay? Karma don't skip no address, okay? Whatever you put out into the universe, it's gonna come back. You guys already know if it's a test or if it's a testimony. Like me, myself, everything that's occurring into my life, it's a test, because I'm karma debt free. You should know what you put out and what you already have been through in your lifetime. That's why I tell you guys, that's another topic, okay? You have to learn how to know yourself. Some people walking around on this earth and don't even know themselves. And that's sad. That is sad that you know the person beside you more than you know yourself. That's why I tell you guys, once you walk into your power and listen to the Holy Spirit and let Jesus Christ choose Jesus as in your relationship, hey, he will teach you who's good for you, who's bad for you, okay? That's what we talking about, your relationship with Christ like. All right, guys, I just love you guys every day of my life. I had to walk away a whole lot of things. You see, I had to walk away, but you know what? Look at me now. I'm smiling, I'm happy, I do what I want to do. You see? But it always comes back to living the will of God. When I say I'm going to do what I want to do. Let me get my coffee right quick. My throat dry. So, I'm down here at the park. It's a lot of traffic. I just want you guys to see that. See? It's a lot of traffic occurring down here. It's gonna be traffic. And I'm just sitting here by the river. Hi. So, family, see, I just love being by the water and everything. When I leave from here, I'm gonna go on deeper and deeper on down and everything. I'm gonna get a couple of downloads and stuff. That's why I come down here to relax and get bonded, get grounded and get bonded with the Holy Spirit, the nature, okay? But always remember to have a relationship with Christ like, okay? You guys, it's gonna be fall. And the veil is getting really thin because it's October month, next month, okay? So always remember, have a relationship with Christ. Find Christ, and Christ will lead you to the one that you love, okay? Your loved one, okay? You got to work on yourself in order to get that man that Christ got for you. You have to work on yourself in order to get that woman that Christ got for you. You done hung in this long. It's not gonna be no walk in the park. You already know this. The journey is a lifetime. The journey with Christ is a lifetime, because you know why it's designed like that? Because once you go to heaven, you can see him, you can touch him, you can feel him. That's why your journey is gonna be like this. It's a lifetime journey forever. When you cross over with Christ's light, your journey will be like that forever, because it's designed like that. You have to know him in this world in order to get to know him in heaven. And I just love you guys. If y'all know how good Jesus is. I know of him. I know of him, you guys. I talk to him. Some people don't hear his voice. I am one of the chosen ones. I always heard his voice. But that's why I tell you guys, have a relationship with the great I am. He's right there. He's waiting on you guys. He loves you guys. He ain't turn his back on you. He's sitting right there in front of you, just looking at everything you guys doing at this moment, this second. Always have a relationship with the great I am. He's so awesome. It's not even a word to really describe Christ. I can say this: happy, joyful. I just advise you guys to have a relationship with Christ. I just love you guys so, family. You already know how I get down. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. So, family, I love you guys.